Let us continue to grow as a nation. Let us learn from one another. Let us seek to understand, and let us embrace our differences. Let us celebrate. Today we celebrate Siksike Tsitapis. Over 1,500 years ago, the Indigenous peoples of Canada were the first to welcome immigrants to this land. And as they welcome us once again, and as is customary to do so, we acknowledge the traditional land on which we are standing, the sacred home of the Blackfoot Confederacy, and the Indigenous peoples of Treaty 7 in southern Alberta, which includes the Siksika, the Piikani, the Kainai, and the Tutena, and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations. Calgary is also home to the proud Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3.
Today we celebrate Scotland. British interest in North America began with the voyages in 1497, landing on the coast of Newfoundland. It wasn't until 1610 that Henry Hudson, the namesake of Hudson Bay, pushed to the inland sea. The quest for land and fortune encouraged the British to migrate to the Canadian West. Immigration from England, Scotland, and Wales soared until the outbreak of World War I. The first documented appearance of Scots comes from the early exploration expeditions of 1010. However, it wasn't until the 17th century they immigrated and established New Scotland, or Nova Scotia. Despite harsh conditions and seemingly insurmountable odds, they established strong, productive agricultural communities. In the early 19th century, their presence was so prevalent in our cultural fabric that Gaelic was the third most common European language spoken in Canada. To truly experience the heart of the celebration, a young lad needs four things: bagpipes, a fine lassie to dance with, a tot of whiskey, and a Scottish toast. Slàinte mhath.
Today we celebrate Francophonie. In the early 1600s, immigrants from France settled in the colony of Acadia, which is present-day Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island. At the beginning of the 20th century, Nova Scotia's Acadian population increased to 45,000, almost 10% of the population. The right to be educated in French and to have a French language media is a continual struggle. Acadians have worked to create an identity different from that of France or Quebec. They are a multinational people who have their own flag and anthem. Their culture today is bustling with amazing energy, artistic creativity, and joie de vivre. August 15 was established in 1881 as National Acadian Day. Place Royale in Quebec City was also established by French immigrants led by Samuel de Champlain. The fur trade was a huge draw for Europeans seeking fortune for their countries. The French were no different. In fact, it was their central reason.
Let us continue to grow as a nation. Let us learn from one another. Let us seek to understand, and let us embrace our differences. Let us celebrate.